Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Well, it's about 6 o'clock in the morning and we're chasing a sunrise. I've got my companion with me today. Ollie is coming on her first sunrise shoot. So, a little bit of a comparison. Ollie's going to shoot with the Z6 II, I'm going to shoot with the Z8, and we're going to the River Brathay. So we've got about an hour's drive from here, I reckon an hour and 20's drive. Conditions are perfect. It's a bit frosty, but there's no clouds. It's completely clear sky with moon and stars. So we're going to head up there. Now, I've never been there before, so I don't know what to expect. I've seen some photographs online and stuff like that, but it looks absolutely magnifique. So it's freezing, but we need to get up there because I would imagine that today, with the frost, there's going to be quite a few people with cameras that are all going to be vying for position. So we're going to hit the road and I'll flick you back on when we get up there. Well, we made it, didn't we all?
Yeah.
It was a bit scary coming up there, wasn't it? Black ice everywhere, but there's mist. There is mist and there is frost. So we are hopeful that we're going to get some conditions here today, because there's a little bit of cloud looking at it, just a smattering of cloud, but it's the mist and the fog. That's what we want, and it looks like we might be treated to it this morning. First visit to Brathay, the River Brathay, and it looks like we might be treated to some nice conditions. How often does that happen? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Are you? Right, this is Ollie's first excursion for a sunrise, so hopefully it's a good one. Right, we're going to crack on, and I'll flick you back on when we get near the point of where we're going to take pictures. So we're here. Mist is lifting and moving quite a bit, which isn't exactly what we want. Got a little shot framed up, keeps drifting in and out. That's the part of the problem. I have to forgive the quality of this because I left the memory card for the Osmo at home, so I'm having to shoot all this on my phone. But it's just moving in ever so slightly, as you can probably see behind me. We're about, what, I think about 35 minutes, 40 minutes now till sun's up. So hopefully gets up, catches that, lights it up, and away we go. I'll let you have a little look at this composition anyway. So I've had to tickle the ISO up slightly. 25-second exposure, 2-second timer, which hopefully might look quite nice. Busy today, quite a lot of people out. Bit of cloud over the back of you. If that moves over here, could be quite special. Well, he's been rattling a few shots off of the moon, which look quite good. I'll stick them up if they're any good, but it's just warming up for the main event. This, we'll wait and see when that sun comes up if we get anything that's worth putting up. But yeah, absolutely magical. I'll flick you back on anyway when the sun comes a bit higher. So it's nearly sunrise. There's 20 photographers down here, would you believe? There's 20 of us. I framed a little shot up with the wide angle. It's so difficult to try and keep out of everybody's way, even though we were here first. Mist just gently, I'll show you, just gently, just coming across the River Brathay. I'll let you have a little look at this comp anyway. Hang on. So I'm trying to use the long grasses. I'm going to try and get a bit lower. I think the problem is when you get lower, to make the mid-ground less, you end up losing the river. So it's a bit of a rock and a hard place. The other challenge that we've got today is that Ollie's shooting with the Z6 with the 24-70. So I'm either stuck on the 16-35 or the 70-200 now. I did bring the 50mm prime down, which I think is going to be my next shout. But yeah, lovely. Well, not going to lie, this is tough. It is tough. About 10 minutes before sunrise. How are you finding it all?
It's pretty fun. I like
I think Ollie's probably got the best shots of the day. But it's weird, I'm caught between two stools with this. 50mm has got enough reach, there's nowhere near. The 70 to 200 is isolating too much of the background. I'm too zoomed in. And the 16 to 35 is sort of everything in the background shrinks, obviously, because it's a wide angle. So we'll see. As is always the way, when the sun comes up, compositions start to present. But there's a nice bit of frost down here on the ground, and I'm wondering if I can maybe use that for something. But tough. Lovely location, but incredibly busy. Incredibly busy. 20 photographers. I mean, we were here at, what time did we get here, all?
About 6:40.
About 6:40. And now it's just like crazy busy. That's why they call it a honeypot. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Ollie's got cold feet, haven't you, sweetheart?
Yeah.
You want to go home? So we're going to have a little bit more, and then I think we're going to call it. It's been a tough gig this morning. Not easy. Not easy at all. But definitely come back. Definitely come back here, I think. But it'll have to be a weekday. I'll have to book a day and just come out, because it's it was a fish, wasn't it? Because it's just too busy. Everyone's in the shop. So we've got another little comp here. Look at the light behind me here. I was saying to Ollie before, always look behind you, because you might miss something. If you look at the Langdales, they're looking magnificent as well. Everybody's back now. I'll show you this little comp. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Have a look at this. Look at the light there with the mist. That is a beauty. It really is. Look at that light there. That is a beautiful shot. I love it. Absolutely love it. I could shoot that all day. Yes, keep going. Give me some more light. This is what we've come for. This is what we've come for. Onwards and upwards. Well, that's it. That's the River Brathay for you. For old Ollie, she got cold feet, which it's has been a bit nippy today. Are you alright now, sweetheart? How's them feet?
They're a bit warmer.
Sod's law. You get cold feet when the best conditions turn up, but can't have everything. First sunrise with her, so she'll learn the ways of the landscape photographer. You have to suffer for your art. But yeah, had a brilliant time. I think there's a few images in there. You've seen them, I haven't seen them yet, but it should be pretty good. So I am tempted to see what the forecast's like tomorrow morning, but I don't know. Some of these conditions that you get today, I can't imagine that they happen every day. But it's just so busy, so busy. That's the big issue. For anyone wanting to come here, oh, by the way, we parked at Elterwater, so if people are wanting to park, National Trust car park, you can have your pants pulled down by the National Trust for however much it costs you, and then you can park there, and it's probably 25 minutes, 20-minute walk, I would say, something like that, to the actual place where we were today, which is it's not bad, and it's pretty accessible as well, which I think is why it's such a honeypot, because it's so easy to get to. That's the problem. But you got to shoot it. You got to come and shoot it. You got to have it in the portfolio. but absolutely awesome. And the light now is still great, you know, sun's up. It's a bit harsher than it was before, but it's still nice. And this frost is just absolutely magnificent. Anyway, enough rambling. We're going back to get some breakfast, aren't we? Well, yeah, you guessed it. I'm going again. I can't risk not going and seeing that and it being foggy. Now, all of the apps are saying there's no fog. But knowing the Lake District, quite often these apps are wrong. They're completely wrong because it's hard to predict the weather up there. I'm hoping that this morning is one of those mornings. Feeling pretty tired today, shall we say. Feeling pretty tired. But I'd kick myself if I see on Facebook later today all these pictures of people that have taken up at Elter Water. So I thought, what's a couple of hours lack of sleep? I'll dive in the car, we'll have a blast up. So it's about 5:30, 20 to 6 in the morning, and we're going to have a drive up and see what we can find. So I'll flick you back on and we're back up there. Well, I made it, but there's no fog and there's no cloud. But there has been a heavy frost, so I'm thinking I will still be able to get something. I'm the only one here. There's no one here. So they've obviously used the app and thought there isn't going to be any point. The owls are talking to each other. I love it. I love it at this time of the morning when you're on your own and there's no one around in these sort of places. It's absolutely magical. There's probably about, I reckon, 30 minutes till we're probably going to start proper blue hour. So it's a bit to wait. I've had a little look down here for a composition. I think there is one with the Langdales in the background. So I'm going to we'll just set something up now because I can actually see. I've got the head torch on me so you can see me, but I can actually see. It's not pitch black like it was when I turned up. So I'm going to line something up and then wait for the light and have a cup of coffee as well. But wow, you never know with these places. Sometimes you get a bit of fog, you just don't know. It's hard to tell, and if we do, it's game on, day 2. But it's like I think I said yesterday that I can't see these places that get in them sort of conditions 2 days in a row. Ollie's alright now, feet have warmed up. Poor lass. Yeah, she was suffering a bit yesterday, I think. But anyway, onwards and upwards, and we'll line something up and I'll flick you back on when the sun comes up. Well, sun's up. Catching the Langdales. I've been playing around with various compositions. I think I've found one now that I'm quite happy with. I'm shooting with the 24 to 70, which I didn't have yesterday. Although I'll be honest, I did actually steal it off her for a little bit. So I'll have a look at this comp. I love these grasses in the foreground. Now part of the problem with this image is you've got these longer grasses here which are sort of blocking the reflection, but you can't have everything with this. And to be honest, I like these long grasses in the foreground. So will it work in Photoshop Lightroom? I'm not sure. You can never tell with these until you get them back into the studio, but it'd be nice if it does. Absolutely beautiful morning. It's not as busy as it was yesterday, but I think that's because there's no fog. I reckon that I've probably got another 20 minutes and then it's going to start to light the foreground up here. So I'll flick you back on as and when I've changed the comp and the lights are even brighter than it is now. moved a little bit further away from where I was before. I think I've shot that to death. I just come across these reeds, and I think I'm sort of stood in a frozen pond at the moment because it's cracking underfoot, but I don't think it's that deep. So I'll let you have a little look at this composition. So I've got down real low to catch these frozen grasses, and then the sun's in here, so I'm going to use a radial filter to warm that up. It's catching all the edges of the trees here. My only concern is I'm not sure if this piece of grass here is just a little bit too close to the camera to be able to be in focus, so I might have to just move back a little bit. But I think we're almost done now because the sun is becoming a bit harsher. Might be some reflection shots around the corner, which if there is I'll flick you back on, but I really like this one. I think it's probably my favourite of the day. Just shows you height's important though. You've got to be able to get down for some of these shots, because if you stand here and look at it like this, it doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as when you're down amongst the thick of it. So if it's any good, I'll pop it up now. Well, I think that's it. I'm going to call it there. What an absolutely brilliant couple of days. It's a special place, the River Brathay. There's no doubt about that. One which I will return to, but it is busy. If you're going to come here, get here early, get yourself a car park, get your towel down on that sun lounger, and get your pitch. But it's just magnificent. If you get the conditions like we had yesterday, you could just literally shoot all day. It's incredible. So anyway, I hope you like the images. If you have, please don't forget, give us a little like, subscribe if you want to see future content, leave a comment, let us know which image you like the best, and yeah, until the next time, I'll see you around. Wow, superb.